This is what we're going to make today, guys. These are made from a tissue box that I cut up. This is the top portion of the tissue box, and this is the original opening. And then I took one of the side panels and I cut another opening in the form of a circle. So let me show you how these come together. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's cover the portion that has a hole already in it. I am going to clean up the edges real quick. I'm going to put some glue around the top part of this. And I'm just going to use glue stick because I think I'm going to sew around these. And I'm just going to lay this right down in the corner to save some trimming time. So the next thing I'm going to do is just cut here in the center. And we'll go through here now, and then there's cut towards the middle, and then we're going to fold all these little pieces back. So you just want to go around. I'm going to put some glue on here, and then we're just going to go around and pull all these little pieces back, just like so. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so all the little pieces are cut, and I have glued around the inside there, and so let's just push all of these little pieces down. And make sure you cut your little wedges small enough so that they smoothly go over the curve of the opening, just like so. All right, and then you have something that looks like that. This is what it looks like from that side. So I'm just going to trim all these little pieces off. We're going to let this dry for a few minutes, and we'll go ahead and we'll make the opening in our other piece. Okay, so for this, I'm going to bring out my scissors. I have a circle die here that I'm going to use that is 3 inches. Okay, so you want to lay your tissue box panel here. And you can measure to do this. I'm just going to eyeball where I want the cutout to be. And then we'll run it through and cut our little hole out. Since this is kind of a little bit of a cardstock, I'm going to run it through twice just to be safe. All right, so there's our circle. Now, one thing you can do to do this quicker is not cut the hole out until you cover the outside area, and then you can cut your hole. But I want to wrap my paper inside this and cover up this edge. So that's why I did it that way. But you can do it however you wish. All right, so let's get another piece of our paper here. I'll go with this, and I'm going to put it up here, right around in this area here, to get some of the roses out on the edge. All right, so let's get some glue down on this. And there's that one. Now I need to clean up these edges, but I'm going to let this kind of dry a little bit before I mess with it further. And we'll go back to our other one. All right. So I'm going to use some vintage photo distress ink, and we're going to ink around the inside of this window. I would put a notch in here. Let's see if I can do a very shallow notch just to show that this is a pocket. Okay, this is a 2.5 inch circle punch. Let me find my middle. Put my little arrow down here where I can see it. And just as shallow as I possibly can, I'm going to cut a little divot. And of course it doesn't want to cut through that. So I'm going to cut right along that. There we go. Perfect. So we got a sweet little divot right there to indicate this is a pocket. All right, keep on inking. This is still a little damp from the ink, so cutting it was not a super great idea. All right, next thing, we've got a music paper for our backing. And I think I'm going to use this sticker here. These were gifted to me, but I will try. I think they came from Amazon, but I will try to find them and indicate a link below. All right. Put this anywhere on the paper that you're using for your backing, anywhere you'd like. I'm going to go right there. And now another thing that you can do is cover this up with acetate if you want to, but I don't think I'm going to. That saved myself a step. No, changed my mind. I'm going to put some acetate on there. Hang on. So I'm just going to cut around here like so. Making sure I have cut enough to cover that window. All right. And I'm going to use some art glitter glue and put a bead of glue around the window, not too close, just enough to hold it in place because we are going to back it. Like that, yeah, I like that. All right, so bring back in our sticker. Decide how you want that to look. I still want to see plenty of the music paper behind there. And gosh, that looks so pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and just mark with a pencil around the outside of this so I know where to cut. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the back of there so it doesn't tear any further. We're not going to see this anyway. The joys of working with old paper. All right, bring back in our pocket. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here around the outside, the side, the bottom, and the other side. Just enough to hold it in place, because like I said, we're going to sew. Okay, while that's drying, let's go ahead and do our other piece, and I will be cutting that back out. All right. This still feels really wet, so again, I'm going to avoid cutting my little pocket entry until this dries really good. All right, we can go ahead and ink. So I'm going to let these dry for a few minutes, and then we'll come back. Okay, guys, this is fairly dry, good enough to continue working with. I'm going to go ahead and sew around all the edges here and around this packaging that I made into journaling cards. We'll sew around the edge of those, and I'll be right back. Okay, these are all sewn around the edges. I finished inking, cut a little slot in there. So this is what they look like close up. Okay, there's the back. So now what we need to do is decorate our pockets. They're beautiful just like they are, but let's go ahead and decorate them a little bit more. So I went through my stash and cut out some trim to use. Okay. I think that's pretty. And then I have these little butterflies. These are actually stickers. I have not peeled the backs off yet. So I thought we'd use this little pink one here coming out of the trim. And this one I'm actually going to put on the trim. And I've already added bling to them. Okay, just a little added touch. And I think that that's gorgeous. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these glued down. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac glue on the trim. Okay, these are done. Something I want to point out, that this is a little bit bulky with these pearls on there, and that's fine. You can use these in your journal if you don't mind that bulky bit in there. You can also use it as a topper on your journal cover, and so these don't matter. But if this bothers you, you can remove these things and put something else in there, like a button or something just a little bit flatter. Okay, so that's what these look like. So I'm going to bring my pretend journal page in here. All right, and show you how this looks. You can trim these threads off if you want to. I decided to leave them. Okay, and then you can put, this will fit in there like that. Okay, this is what this looks like on the page or the front of your journal. Very pretty. All right, and then we have a journal in there. All right, super cute. All made from stuff we would have thrown in the trash. Okay, this is stuff that I already had, and I think these are a freebie on my Ko-fi page. I'll check, and if they are, I'll leave a link to that below. Like I said, these are all packaging, and I just put some coffee dyed paper on the back. They're gorgeous. Whenever you get packaged and it looks like this, always keep it. All right, I've had these forever. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Today's verse is Luke chapter 16, verse 11. If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches? The simple meaning in this verse is Jesus teaches us about faithfulness and stewardship. Unrighteous mammon refers to earthly wealth, money, or material possessions. Jesus is saying that how we handle temporary things like finances, resources, and responsibilities reveals our true character. If we are not trustworthy with earthly matters, how can we be trusted with greater spiritual responsibilities or blessings? God cares not only about what we have, but how we use it. This verse teaches us honesty and integrity matter. Small responsibilities are important. Faithfulness in everyday life prepares us for greater things. True riches refers to spiritual freedom or spiritual wisdom, deeper relationship with God, opportunities to serve others, and eternal treasures that have lasting value. Faithfulness in small earthly matters reflects the condition of the heart and prepares us for greater spiritual blessings. Guys, I hope you enjoyed our little trash to treasure project today and that you'll give it a try. If you have any questions at all about anything you saw me do or use, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll be glad to get back to you. Have a blessed day and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.